¡Buah! Saludos. Saludos, saludos, saludos. ¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos a otra GDC Awards para este 2021. Este es una de las transmisiones más importantes que encuentro yo en el año y creo que solamente yo y quizá otra persona más en español la transmitirá. Así que siéntanse privilegiados de estar aquí para poder ver esto. ¿Qué pueden esperar conmigo ver esta transmisión de 1 hora 20? Porque no es tan larga. Vamos a ver mucho juego indie. Lo mejor de los juegos indie y las cosas más raras en tecnología. Y también ver lo mejor del año pasado. Y tengo muchas dudas ahí. ¿Qué va a pasar con The Last of Us? Que suena como súper desfasado hablar en julio de The Last of Us del año pasado, pero me interesa mucho ver cómo los desarrolladores van a tomar ese juego. Principalmente por toda la polémica que hubo. Y tienen que saber... Bueno, esto no lo he explicado. Esto es muy importante. Los Game Developers Choice Awards son premios entregados por los desarrolladores para desarrolladores. Esa es la clave. Ese es el sello que distingue esto sobre otras premiaciones. O sea, el The Games Awards, que es una cuestión pura parafernalia de marketing, así hasta nomás poder. Eso. Promocionar juegos por lo alto, que vendan mucho, la revista entre medio. Aquí no. Esto es premiación de los desarrolladores por los desarrolladores. Tengo la duda si me están viendo y si me están escuchando. Porque dicen aquí cuándo comienza. Qué raro, se supone que ya estoy en vivo. Pero eso es lo que vamos a ver aquí. Saludos, Forestín, Mauro, Azatot. Vamos por esto. No quiero hacerlo muy largo. Sobre todo porque no estoy muy seguro cómo va a tomar esto el algoritmo. Y el algoritmo me odia. Así que vamos, vamos. Y empieza esto. GDC. Warning. Ay, atención, la gente que tenga alguna enfermedad tipo epilepsia, no entregan ahí el aviso. Y primero parte con el Festival de Juegos Independientes.
Hello, and welcome to the 23rd Annual Independent
Wow,
Games
super
Festival
precario está.
Awards, and also the second official digital version of the awards ceremony. I am your chairman, Kelly Wallach, and yeah, it's been a year. it's definitely been a year, and you know we miss you all so much.
¡Buah! Aquí
But
estoy.
it's been really lovely
Para ver
to stay
esto.
connected through all of the games and all the work and the
Estoy
contributions.
deseoso de ver los juegos indie de este año.
The IGF Alive this year, so I really wanted to give a special thanks to all the judges
Y todo el mundo trabajando desde casa, me parece bien.
Who helped make this possible, and also of course to everybody who sent us in their games. It was a really great bunch of games this year, so it was really heartwarming and lovely to see everyone's work that got submitted.
Que parta.
I also wanted to give a special thanks to ID at Xbox, who is our supporter for the IGF this year, for making this all possible. Yeah, and a big congratulations to all the finalists and nominees, the honorable mentions, and best of luck. Really looking forward to seeing the winners and to celebrating with you all, and hopefully we'll be able to see each other again in person soon, but until then, miss you, good luck, and enjoy the ceremony.
Buena suerte a todos los juegos indie de este año, a ver.
Bye.
Hi everyone, I'm Victoria Tran, Community Director at Innersloth, creators of Among Us and the Henry Stickmin Collection. I am super
Extraño el escenario de esto.
host for the IGF Awards this
Se
year,
nota muy
which,
casero todo.
like most of life for the past while, has been all online.
So how do you start a speech about a year like this? Am I right? Am I right, everyone? This past year sucked in so many ways, and I'm honestly a little bit afraid to celebrate and a little bit afraid to do this because I don't know what to say to make it better, and it feels almost disrespectful to be celebrating like this at a time when so many people have
Es
been
verdad.
through a lot, are currently going through a lot, and have been
Celebrar algo cuando
An award
pasan
show
tantas
won't
cosas malas.
alleviate any of the pain that people have gone through and that we're still going through, but I think there is a certain type of power in being here, watching the award show together. I genuinely hope that you can celebrate watching these awards with us, and also just celebrate where you are right now in moving forward and taking action, as I've seen so much of the industry do, whether it was for Free Palestine, Black Lives Matter, or any of the other causes that we've gathered for. Especially as someone who works directly with players, oh, I'm gonna cry. I have seen firsthand, oh my god, how much you've changed their lives and how much you've saved them and how much you've saved me.
Gomen, pero te estás demorando mucho. Oh no, de verdad se puso a llorar.
Okay.
Mira, pensé que iba a llorar en su discurso, pero no. Lo editó. Bien, bien por ella.
This is a celebration of indie games, or as the Epic and Apple lawsuit
Menos mal.
called it,
Menos mal.
items that are so offensive we cannot speak about them here. Well, it's too bad that all games are cancelled now. I don't understand tech sometimes.
But look, I could go on, but this is a celebration of indie games and the nominees, and I cannot wait for you to see all the wonderful games and to see who takes home an award. So let's just get the show on the road.
Por fin.
To kick us off, we have the nominees for Best Student Game. Student games just remind us that, yep, they will always be more talented than us. There are so many new ideas coming into the indie game space, and honestly, I'm really grateful for that. Make sure you pay attention to the nominees in this category because this will be on the final exam.
¿Qué?
Why am I stroking this?
Sí, ¿por qué? Porque le hacía como cariño a un sartén.
Best Student Game.
¿Qué fue eso?
Vessels.
Mejor juego indie de
Developed by Local
estudiantes.
Space Survey Corps, LLC. John Baxa. Garrett Hale. Alex Polito. Caleb Mills.
Ya.
Dorfromantic.
¡Oh, yo jugué ese!
Developed by Tucana.
Es super chill. Hice la transmisión. No. Me pidieron jugarlo, ahora que me acuerdo. El estudio me pidió jugarlo. Es muy divertido. Repetitivo, pero te entra en modo zen muy bueno. O sea, tus preocupaciones se esfuman.
Harry Weizong Chen. Haku Minyan Sai. Emmy Schofield.
Ya de este no... nada.
Rainy Season. Developed by Binasa Fujio.
Oh. ¿Qué? ¿Hay un gato bus? Ah, no, un gato gigante.
Symphonia.
Tengo curiosidad por ese gato, ¿eh?
Developed by the Symphonia team.
What? ¿Es un plataformero? ¿Un Metroidvania puede ser? Sinfonia.
Hodder. Developed by Atelier.
Le dieron muy poco espacio.
Dominic Konechny.
Duró muy poco, no entendí nada. Este es un gameplay de una bolsa de papel. de una hoja de papel.
And the winner is
Quiero que ganar el de los hexágonos. Vessel. Ah, no, Vessel.
We are
Uy.
a team of Vessels, the Local Space Survey Corps, LLC, and we are so excited that you have selected us to win this award for Best Student Game.
We'd like to extend thanks from our team who couldn't make it today, Caleb, Travis, Nick, Kim, and Erica.
This was a labor of love. It was the brainchild of one John Stack.
Ah, se me olvidó que no hay votación de Jaime.
Make that vision.
Pero es que en realidad aquí Jaime, yo creo que no va a haber
Thank you so
nada.
much for choosing us to be the best student game. We wanted to make an intriguing game, something that captures a little bit of the human experience and morbid curiosity. We greatly appreciate your support.
We could not be more proud of our team and excited that you would honor us with this.
I know I'm not the only one that has appreciated a good soundtrack, especially while I'm working and a boss battle song comes on and I'm like really productive. All I'm saying is that audio can make or break a game, whether that's sound effects or the OST, or literally anything else. So keep those earballs open as we hear who the nominees are for Best Audio.
Excelencia en audio.
Say No More. Developed by Studio Fizbin. Marius Winter.
Are you kidding me?
Nick Meyerhofer. Katrin Radke.
Cut to commercial.
Oliver Ulrich.
Say no more. ¿Qué?
Blind Drive. Developed by Lo-Fi People. Yori Politi. D.A. Tear.
Cherry. Ok. Aquí hay muchos juegos extraños.
Sunlight. Developed by Krillbite.
¡Qué bonito se ve!
Martin Kavala. Adrian Tingsted Husby. Kamakura Aru.
Sunlight. ¿Habrá alguna chance de ver aquí el juego de los vikingos Minecraft?
Developed by
¿Cómo se llama ese juego?
Den. Skillbar. Spiritfarer.
¡Oh!
Thunder Lotus.
Este lo probé
Eric
también.
Shaw.
¿Pero en sonido?
Corbet Trudel.
Bueno, sí,
Nicolas
tenía buen sonido.
Delon.
Esto podría estar premiado en muchas cosas de Spiritfarer.
Monsters Expedition through Puzzling Exhibitions. Developed by Drachnik and Friends. Ellie Rainsbury.
Spiritfarer fue algo el año pasado. Valheim, ¿cierto? ¿Estará Valheim aquí? ¿Alcanzará? ¿Valheim de qué año es?
And the winner is
Genesis Noir. O Noir, no sé cómo se pronuncia.
Genesis Noir wouldn't work without the audio.
Valheim estaba muy bien.
We're so happy that you agreed.
Estaba muy bien.
And thank you so much for this honor.
A mí me pidió el estudio probar Valheim, me siento honrado, me lo dieron. Lo jugué en Twitch. El Spiritfarer, sí, era como abrazar espíritus de muertos para que fueran al más allá.
Josh, Salim, Freddie, Chris, Clive, Kitty, Sarah, Angus, the Deep Throat Choir, Elton, Nadia, Noah, and Oki. Thank you.
Sí, la primera parte de la ceremonia son indies y luego vienen los AAA.
Games that are able to stop those button mashers from continually hitting A to skip dialogue.
Narrative
Or ones that
designer,
are
¿qué?
able to tell stories without even uttering a single word. Narrative stays with us, touches our hearts, and live on in the moments that we carry with us. These are your nominees for Best Narrative.
Mejor narrativa en juego indie. Curioso.
in narrative. Lost Words Beyond the Page. Developed
Lost
by
Words.
Sketchbook Games.
No. Ni de cerca escuché este juego. Más allá de las
Across
páginas.
the Grooves. Developed by
Tampoco.
Nova Box. Geoffroy Vincents. Nicolas Fouquet. Genesis Noir.
Uy, este juego que sale repetido hartas veces. Noir.
Umurangi Generation. Developed by Origami Digital. Naftali Faulkner. Thor Heemskirk.
Sí, falta poco para No More Heroes. Menos de 40 días quizá.
Haven.
Oye, ese se ve bien.
Emmerich Toa. Pierre Corbenet. Audrey LePrince.
Heaven.
In Other Waters. Developed by Jump Over the Age. Gareth Damian Martin.
¿Ganará Heaven o el juego de los libros?
And the winner is
Umurangi Generation. Lo persigo.
Kia ora, everyone. Thank you for the win on the narrative award. I'm pretty blown away with that. I think the game started with no story, and then it developed
En el morado.
way with sort of the environmental storytelling.
No More Heroes en el morado.
I think one thing I guess I would like to share around that is basically a little bit of a thing why I did that in the game, and it's just I guess this little frustration I have where a lot of times indies will make these really great ideas for stories and then or ideas for games where the gameplay is just awesome, and then it almost feels like you need to sort of tack on a story that ends up being text-based, which adds a lot of work and a lot of extra dev time. And I think the reality with this game is won this award without
desolado.
any text at all, and I think it's a kind of thing where I think we can all sort of start to think about what stories mean in games and maybe try explore different ways of telling them. I want to thank Playism for taking the risk with us.
No, la cámara está muriendo.
But also,
No, el audio.
it was one of those moments where I could say things to them and they understood it. And I think that's just that shared cultural context around a lot of this stuff. But they took a risk with the sort of more indirect storytelling I wanted to do, not sort of spelling things out or foreshadowing things too early. And I'm sure everyone who's played it enjoys the story for that. And I just want to say thank you to them for that. And I think it's one of those things where we've got more stories to tell in the future. So me and Thor, and I think it's this kind of thing where if stories are coming out of Lismore, I think anything can be told, can't it? Thank you.
Largo el discurso, pero bien.
So this next award is a little bit like a popularity contest, so whoever wins, congratulations. You're pretty popular. There's a lot to be said for a game that is able to create a really strong community that cheers on its developers and encourages others to do the same. I'm a little bit biased because I work in community, so I think it's really great that these things can happen.
And the winner is...
votado por la audiencia. Arrog. Uy, no lo conozco de nada.
Hello everyone, I am Mateo Alaiza. I am the director of Arrog, and I'm very honored to receive this award on behalf of the whole team of Hermanos Magia and Leap Game Studios. I must thank especially my team, the help I received from Luis Wong and Sol Sanchez, as well as Gabriela Alaiza and Vania Castañino. This is a very
tiene como
surprise to all of us
acento
and
como
for the industry in Peru. We hope that we can still deliver
estoy muy confundido.
to you and to the world and keep talking about deep
¿Será latino?
meanings.
Tiene acento como medio ruso.
Thank you very much.
Rusky.
Are you hydrating? I wasn't joking.
Aún no entiendo lo que estamos viendo. Bueno, podría ver el título. Game Developer Choice Awards. Si dice Awards, ¿qué crees que es? ¿Qué puede ser?
Anything's up for grabs, and we're all just players in their game. These are your nominees for Best Game Design.
Excellence in Design.
Excelencia en diseño.
Teardown. Developed
Teardown.
by Tuxedo Labs.
Uy. ¿Qué? Son cubos. Le dieron esteroides a Minecraft.
Kitty Hallis, Jan Willem Nijman, Terry Velman, Dose One, Shady Part of Me, developed by Douze Dixième.
Shady Part of Me.
There is no game, Wrong Dimension. Developed by Draw Me a Pixel. Pascal
This is not a game. ¿Qué? ¿Este no es un juego? There is no game on Wrong Dimension.
Signs of the Sojourner. Developed by Echo Dog Games. Diala Katanwright. Holly Rothrock. Zach Vinless. A monster's expedition through puzzling exhibitions. Developed by Drachnik and Friends. Alan Hazelden. Benjamin Davis.
No sé.
Jamie Perconti.
Un puzzle. Ahí está. Te lo tiene el título.
And the winner is...
I'm especially happy that we got the excellence in design because Teardown started as a technology experiment with no particular game in mind at all. And it took almost a full year of
Está como en
to
un...
come up with the right idea, find
¿Cómo
the
se llama
right
esto?
setting, and getting the design in place. It was a very long and bumpy
Ay, ¿cómo se llaman estas casas? Un invernadero.
along the way, so thank you everyone who saw the
Tendrá
potential
buena
of
acústica.
this when it was just a bunch of videos on Twitter. Without your support, Teardown wouldn't exist. Also, huge congratulations to everyone on the team. We're a very small group of developers, so everyone's contribution is really important. Also, special thanks to all the fans, the modding community, and everyone else who made this possible. Thank you.
Whether it's pixel, 2D, 3D, voxel, art is everything we imagined we would share with the world.
¿O no?
Great art can really pack a punch, whether it's in the first
Tiene pura
15
línea ahí.
seconds of a trailer or within the hours and hours of gameplay. Oh gosh. These are your
Chicori.
nominees for Best Visual Art.
Ya. Los mejores juegos indie con arte visual.
Visual art.
Aquí puede ser cualquier
Genesis
cosa.
Noir. Developed by Feral Cat.
No necesariamente gráfico wow, 3D, 4K, sino una propuesta visual interesante. Me parece que Noir se va a llevar hartos premios.
Orog. Developed by Hermanas Magia and Lead Game Studios.
Rock.
In Other Waters. Developed by Jump Over the Age. Gareth Damian Martin.
In Other Waters.
Shady Part of Me. Developed by Douze Dixième.
Creo que la cosa está entre Noir y el segundo juego que mostraron.
Developed by Out of the Blue. Tatiana Delgado. Manuel Fernandez. Danielle Nombella. Carto. Developed by Sunhead Games. Li Guo Chen. Juan Hung Chen. Chia Yu Chen. Eddie Yu.
Carto. Noir. Noir se ve súper extraño.
The winner is...
¿No? Ah, sí, Noir. Genesis Noir. Al menos agradezco que esto vaya súper rápido para que pasemos rápido a los AAA. Oye, sí, no sé, parece un youtuber de España. No sé cómo se llama. Ya habla como de diseño o de Nintendo. O de diseño de Nintendo.
Also, huge thanks to Adria, Jeffrey, Stephen, and Sam for your huge technical contributions. That
Open
have helped us pull
GL.
this off. We couldn't have done it without you guys.
Thank you.
Reject what you think games can be and embrace the
absolute chaos of the human imagination.
These are your nominees for the Nuovo Award.
¿El qué? New World Award. Atención que aquí viene efecto estrambótico, así que no hubo. Como premio a la novedad, ¿será?
Developed by the Game Band.
¿Qué diablo eso? Parece como un juego de navegador web. ¿Qué es esto? Blazeball.
Nightmare Temptation Academy.
Wow.
NW and Costco Dream.
Ese parece ser un juego que habría hecho un niño en su casa. Wow.
That Night, Steeped by Blood River, developed by Taylor Switansky.
Nobuo. Juego de lo nuevo. Y la anterior era como un simulador de cita muy extraño.
Airplane Mode. Developed by Backronym.
What?
Hosni
Un simulador de estar en un avión.
Costrell. Lawrence Ricklin. Corey Bertelson.
Interesante, ¿eh? Ese está interesante.
Elk. Developed by Triple Topping, the Triple Topping Team.
Premio al juego raro. Que no sé. Bueno, no. Nobuo, no sé.
Urangi Generation. Developed by Origami Digital. Naftali Faulkner. Thor Heemskirk.
Era juego de la fotografía, parece, ¿no? Umurangi. Sí, ese era el juego de la fotografía. Está para Switch.
By Vitgen Inc. Bae Sung Hyun.
Chasing.
Crystalline.
Chasing Light.
Gail Boris. Roman
Ah, por eso. Hay que tener cuidado con los parpadeos. Crystalline. No sé. Todos se veían súper raros.
And the winner is...
Lo jugué un poco Mauro, pero luego lo solté. Blazeball.
Thank you to the IGF. The new OVO Award is synonymous with so many games that have inspired us over the years. This honor is something that we would have
Tiene un Blue Yeti.
imagined possible.
Los dos tienen Blue Yeti.
Congratulate our fellow nominees. It's an honor to be named alongside each of you. These are all
¿Streamerán?
incredible and super innovative projects. So please, everyone who's watching, play all of them.
The three of us are only a few members of a much larger band, so we accept this on behalf of everyone at the Game Band, and thank our teammates for all of the love, dedication, and talent that they put into Blazeball over the last year. Joel, Gabe, Roldan, Elena, Corey, Bree,
Vaya, Dani, vaya.
Stephanie, our anchor Quins, our ambassadors Kat and Sam, our newest band member Lonnie, and especially our sluggers and our keepers who have given so much of themselves, who work hard every single day to care for and shape this growing community.
La tercera persona que está ahí irá a decir algo o que está como ansioso por hablar.
What was otherwise a really difficult year.
We also need to thank our families and our loved ones. This game was a Hail Mary. It was by no means a sure thing, and your constant support and encouragement really kept us going. And we want to thank the fans as well. You know, we share this award with the entire Blazeball community, from Blazeball
Sí, es un juego muy
all the
caótico.
work that you've done to raise real material support for worthy causes under the Blazeball banner, to all the data crimes and the independent projects from Sibber who have helped buoy our technically limited game, to all of the independent artists and fellow fans who bring their joy, care, and creativity to Blazeball. Blazeball is an ongoing dialogue with the community. We're so grateful to
Tiene
have
un
the
gato
opportunity
de
to
peluche.
dream with
Ah.
you in this absurd little game. You continue to
Es un
surprise
gato
us with
real,
new
creo,
stories.
que no se
We're so
mueve.
excited to venture into new eras together. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone. I'm extremely honored to present the Seamus McNally Grand Prize nominees for this year. Last year, I never expected to receive this award, and it meant so much to me to even be nominated for it. Indie games have been a huge source of inspiration for me, ever since I discovered that they were a thing. I remember thinking that it was incredible that one or two or a handful of people could put together a game and release it on their own without a huge studio or a ton of resources.
Tiene
thinking that
Funkos ahí
maybe I could
atrás.
do that someday. And since then, game development has only become even more accessible.
Y creo que tiene
We're
amigos
seeing so
también.
many more games.
Tiene un Pikachu de
Games that are willing
amigo.
to do things differently. Games that are personal and human, and games that push the boundaries of what a game even is. and this is the festival to celebrate and champion those games. So as someone who has always looked up to the games in this festival, it really is an honor to present the nominees. So without further ado, here they are.
Aquí están los nominados. Para lo mejor del año, ¿no?
Seamus McNally Grand Prize.
¿Qué diablo?
Paradise Killer.
Paradise Killer.
Developed by Kaizen Gameworks. Ollie Clark Smith. Phil Crabtree. Rachel Noy.
Paradise Killer. Es como un nombre para No More Heroes de algo, ¿eh? Podría ser un asesino de los Rankeds. Cheer Down.
Chicory, a colorful tale.
Chicory.
Developed by the Chicory team.
Qué lindo el perrito. Ah, hay que pintar. Chicory.
Genesis Noir.
Oh, este juego está en todas partes. Genesis Noir.
Umurangi Generation.
El juego de la fotografía.
Origami Digital. Naftali Faulkner. Thor Heemskirk.
Uragi.
Spiritfarer.
Spiritfarer.
Developed by Thunder Lotus.
What? ¿En qué momento hay tanta acción en ese juego?
Joe Gauthier. Alex Boyer. Alexander Monet Martin.
No sé. Solamente jugué Spiritfarer y no sé si es tan bueno. Oye, ganó el de la fotografía. Gran premio, se lo ganó Umurangi. El Genesis Noir está en el Game Pass, dice aquí Daniel Nowell.
Lismore, which means if I can win this award and I'm from Lismore, then anyone can do it, because Lismore's not known for much. Anyway, I want to thank everyone today for the win on the grand prize at the IGF. This is a huge accomplishment.
Están diciendo chicoritas. No.
We're really happy to, like it's blown us away. And when I say us, I mean, me and Thor.
Eso me recuerda a Viña. Solo que sin Mark.
The tone of that right for the stuff he composed and just the general mood of the music. I want to thank Playism as well with this. I think that they've been really able to sort of help us move into the space, and I don't think it's a coincidence that we won this with them, because I would just say that there has been a lot of times where they've really helped me out, and I've really not been afraid to ask questions, and they've been able to provide me with all the support on that. So
sí, jugaré algo, pero no en YouTube.
Just a car going past, and
yo creo que ya pasamos la época donde podía jugar cosas en YouTube.
It has been a really
No tengo que abrir un segundo canal.
I'm recording it outside, so we can remember what that looks like. But yeah, I'd like to thank
no Villa. Viña.
My partner for putting up with my late hours. I'd like to thank Professor Norm Sheen for sort of sharing with me a different way of doing design, which ended up informing this game. I'd like to thank Julia Faulkner for, sitting and painting with me all those times, and everyone else sort of met along the way. There's literally a giant list. This is an indie game. It was made by 1 to 2 people. But the people that we are
el juego lo hicieron 3 personas. Y es el tipo de Genesis Noir.
We never dance alone in that respect.
Wow.
So I'd just like to say once again, thank you for this grand prize win, and here's hoping for next time as well.
And that's it. We are at the end of the IGFs. Thank you for tuning in from
Bien.
wherever you are.
Terminamos la parte indie.
Huge congratulations.
Créeme que me costó mucho ver esto, pero hay que hacerlo, hay que transmitirlo porque la idea es promocionar juegos pequeñitos.
Giant congratulations. Just take
Y ahora viene los AAA. Y todos vienen por eso, vienen por los AAA.
But there are also a ton of people who aren't recognized at these awards. So to all the people who do QA, community managers, localization, UI designers, moderators, and everyone else who often gets overlooked in these things, thank you for doing what you do. You freaking rock. We would all be perishing without you, and I am very passionate about thanking you right now. So have an award. Here you go. I'll Photoshop an award right here.
Photoshop, you best.
I'll Photoshop
So
two
cool.
awards that I guess I have to
El premio de
hand draw
consolación
so
a toda
that
esa
I
gente
don't,
que no
run into any
nunca tendrá un premio.
IP contractual errors. Congratulations, you've won these awards.
You're the
And
best.
as a little bit of a parting message, I hope we all can continue creating a home for people, and that we continue amplifying and supporting diverse stories and the people that make them, to dream and care so much about the worlds you create. Thank you for giving so many of us a home.
Se vienen los AAA.
And finally, a huge thank you to our IGF Platinum sponsor, ID at Xbox. You make this all possible. Thank you for supporting indies. Woo, we did it!
Okay. Pam.
Hi there. I'm an exorbitantly paid Canadian with an overinflated sense of self-importance, here to host the industry's most important awards. What? No, not that one. Oh, no, I see now how that could have been confusing. Okay, hang on, I'll take it from the top. Hi everyone, I'm Sam Maggs, and welcome to the 21st Annual Game Developers Choice Awards. As a dev myself, I'm honored to be hosting these awards, especially in a year when we needed games more than ever to help get us through quarantine. Personally, my sanity was saved by Phasmophobia, no matter how ironic that may be.
Para este año nominaron a Animal Crossing. Curioso. Casi nunca nominan nada de Nintendo en esto.
See a woman on stage for the entirety of a gaming event. I have donned the customary blazer over graphic t-shirt in order to make everyone feel as at home as possible. I contemplated also being terrible at reading teleprompter, but then I remembered that I'm filming this in my own office and I don't have one. So this is as good as it's gonna get. The GDC Awards are the premier accolades for peer recognition in the games industry, and what's that? Marketing says we have to launch right now. No, I thought we had another year in development. The awards aren't ready to... You know what? We're fine.
Tenemos de juego del año a Animal Crossing, The Last of Us, Half-Life Alyx, Hades y Ghost of Tsushima. O sea, para este año pusieron a dos juegos de Sony. Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us Parte 2. Y creo que va a ganar Hades. Esta es la única premiación del mundo donde puede ganar un indie. A un AAA.
World Premiere Exclusive.
World Premiere.
Hi, is this executive leadership? Hi.
Esta es una parodia a los The Games Awards.
Yes, that's me. Hi. I think there might have been a bit of a mix-up. See, we're here to celebrate games that already came out, not to get hype over games that haven't come out yet. You know, it just seems counterintuitive, and maybe a little bit disrespectful to the whole. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I want people to suck up to me and show me exclusives, but I'm not. You know, No. I'm not being argumentative. No, I'm not getting emotional. I'm just a woman. This is just what my voice sounds like. No, I'm not being a team player. Yes, we will talk about this later. Okay. Thanks so much.
Una parodia de The Games Awards.
Let's celebrate all the premieres that people loved that came out over this past year.
Con poco presupuesto el sketch, pero bueno. El mejor debut.
Kinetic Games.
Estos son
Phasmophobia, Daniel Knight.
Fantasmafobia. Este juego fue súper popular el año pasado.
Origami Digital. Nominated for Boomerangi Generation.
Uy, llegó hasta acá. Llegó a ser nominado hasta aquí. Dios, llegó lejos ese juego.
Phobia Game Studio. Nominated for Carry On.
Estos son nominados como mejor juego en su debut. O sea, antes no habían hecho ni publicado ningún otro juego. Este es como su primer juego, por así decirlo, comercial.
Cold Symmetry. Nominated for
Mortal Shell.
Andrew McLennan Murray.
Creo que ese no va a ser. Prometía mucho, ¿eh? Como dentro del género de los Dark Souls, pero cuando salió yo no escuché nada de ello.
Nodding Heads Games. Nominated for Raji, an Ancient Epic. Avishal Singh. Shruti Ghosh. Ian Mudd.
Yo creo que esto se lo puede llamar. Se lo puede llevar. Fantasmafobia. 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 Sí, sí, no, sí, sí hizo mucho ruido el año pasado. Mucha gente lo jugó en stream. Y un juego, el primer juego hecho por un estudio, su primer juego. Está bien, está bien.
No, I got it. Let's try it. I can do it.
Ya pasaron los indies, que era un evento solamente para indies. Y esto es como la escena global.
Our next award is absolutely poggers. These nominees dabbed on their competition, so get ready to get Gachi hyper.
Sorprendente que ganar el indie.
In chat for, no, I can't
Y recuerden, estos son premios entregados por los mismos desarrolladores. Aquí no votan la revista ni los. Bueno, hay una parte para los usuarios, pero son desarrolladores premiando a otros desarrolladores.
Wait, what award is this even for, anyways? Oh, well, big thanks to all our subs who voted with their bits for our audience award. Hey.
Ok. De audio.
And the winner is
Hades. ¿Qué? ¿Así nomás? ¿Ghost of Tsushima? Pero no lo presenté así, pa. ¿Y dónde están los nominados? Wow. Ghost of Tsushima. Aquí está Final Fantasy, Doom Eternal, The Last of Us Parte 2 y Hades como nominado.
All of us that make video games, we started out as members of the audience, right? We played video games.
Y Ghost of Tsushima tiene su mérito, ¿eh? Vendió muy bien en Japón, siendo un juego haciendo homenaje a los samuráis. Una cosa muy rara. Gringos haciendo juegos de japoneses. ¿Y vendió en Japón? Bien por ello.
We've inspired you to go forth and make the next game that inspires the next person and so on and so forth.
¿Tienes el online, Mauro, para jugar Switch Online? Ay, no. Perdón. Escuché todo mal. Hice terrible esto. No. No es el audio, es el premio de la audiencia, el público. Por eso no mostraron nada. Tiene razón. Ese fue el voto del público. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Alguien está haciendo un juego con Excel? And now, ahora lo nominado. Ay, no puede ser. Este es un ejemplo de que tenían poco presupuesto para hacerle la premiación. Están haciendo los mensajes con Excel. Ahora los nominados para el mejor tecnología, premio de tecnología. Incluso si estamos haciendo esto con Excel. Carita feliz. Ok. ¿Por qué no avanza? Wow. Los sketch este año están pero paupérrimos, ¿no? Por lo general me gusta mucho el empeño que le ponen a esto, ¿eh? Pero está así fatal. En tecnología. ¿Exactamente en qué tecnología? Aquí yo me pierdo. Yo creo que ese tiene más mérito en tecnología porque es VR y casi nadie quiere apostar nada en VR. Y a nadie le gustan los VR, pero ese está como ahí tratando de hacer algo por el VR.
Developed by Media Molecule. Published by Sony Interactive Entertainment.
Dreams.
Ghost of Tsushima. Developed by
Es que
Sucker
tendría
Punch
que yo entender dónde está la tecnología.
Sony Interactive Entertainment.
Si es por optimización, captura de movimiento, renderizado, no, es que no sé.
Flight Simulator.
Wow, eso podría ser.
Published by Xbox Game Studios.
Pero yo creo que no lo va a llevar. Nunca premian a grandes empresas aquí.
Sebastian Locke.
Así que... no sé. Ni Microsoft ni Sony. Oh, ¿eso lo llevó? Creo que está bien. Ese juego se veía bestial.
Hi, my name is Jörg Neumann. I'm
No
the head of
pensé que se iba a
Microsoft
llevar
Flight
algo
Simulator.
Microsoft.
When we first unveiled the trailer for the new simulator back at E3
No es que no se lo mereciera, porque ese juego se ve bestial,
we could have
pero
not imagined the
aquí
positive
como
and
que
wonderful response from the
prefieren
community.
premiar a pequeños
From our global
juegos
preview event to our tech
que a grandes
alpha and
corporaciones.
betas, to launch and many world and sim updates.
Pero lo
It
que
has
hicieron en
been
ese
an
juego de
amazing
mapear el
journey.
mundo
It
entero
is
estaba
humbling
bien
to
loco.
see how many fans have embraced the sim, and this award celebrates the passion the teams at Asobo, Xbox, Bing, and many others have for this franchise. I would be remiss not to recognize and thank all the many talented developers who have contributed to this franchise over the last 39 years. And the contributions go beyond the core development team. So many third-party developers have elevated and expanded not only Microsoft Flight Simulator, but the genre as a whole, with many amazing mods and add-ons that delight fans around the world. On behalf of every developer who's contributed to Microsoft Flight Simulator, thank you.
Pioneer Award. Estos son para premiar a gente que hizo algo muy importante en la industria siendo el primero.
The guy's a legend. He's done more single-handedly for the gaming and entertainment industry as a whole than... And there's not enough time in the day, is what I'm saying, to talk about Tom Fulp. But we'll try anyway. Tom Fulp, husband to a badass
Tom
wife,
Fulp.
father of 2 awesome kids. 3 if you consider the black sheep. Newgrounds.com.
¿Él es el que creó Newgrounds?
See, you don't talk about Tom Fulp without bringing up Newgrounds. So years before YouTube was a thing, Newgrounds was the website where you would go to find all of the newest cartoons and games from your...
¿Quién le diría que le dieran un premio a
It was
Newgrounds?
all a completely self-regulated system.
Bueno, al creador.
All judgments, all content had to go through an approval process that was regulated by the users. It was amazing. No one had quite seen something just like that before. It's where you went for everything. By everyone. And it still is. Even now, after Adobe's closed its doors on Flash forever, Newgrounds is still somehow thriving. It's a testament to the man's enduring image of what games and entertainment actually are. And what began as a basement-run website in the mid-90s has now, over the last decade...
Newgrounds es demasiado importante. Es la meca de muchos creadores. De videojuegos, de música, de animadores, de dibujantes.
Or even just entertainment. People like myself, who owe everything to what Newgrounds has done for them. Tom also
Newgrounds
founded the
fue como
Game Development Company, and
el
you
YouTube
know that
beta, por
because
así
he
decirlo.
played Alien Hominid or Castle Crashers. That's right, that was him. And he didn't just oversee production, he made those games. Look, at the end of the day, Tom Fulp may not be the father of the internet, but if you've ever shared your creative content
Fue mi
online for
infancia,
others to
JPG.
enjoy, or opened up your browser to see how far you could launch a cartoon animal, if you've ever quoted to your friends, "We're on a bridge, Charlie," or "I like rusty spoons," or "All your base are belong to us." If you've ever done any of these things, if it applies to you, then
Charlie
Tom
el
is the
unicornio
father
era de
of the internet,
Newgrounds.
you know. He's also a hot dad, so that's kind of cool. Congratulations, Tom.
Hey everyone, it's
Y
really
el loco
great
es
to be
súper
here.
joven.
All my life I dreamed of making games, but I dreamed about it the way a kid dreams about being
Wow.
a superhero, where you don't think it would actually happen in reality.
Premio a pionero a los
So it's kinda
19.
surreal to be here right now winning this award, and having gotten to make games. So I'd like to.
No sé cuántos años tiene, pero sé demasiado joven.
For choosing me, it's been a huge honor. If it wasn't for Flash, I don't know if I would have had the opportunity to live out this dream. And I think a lot of people share the same sort of story.
Yo te saludo, Flash. Flash player.
People to make games who otherwise might not have. And that energy is what drove Newgrounds and continues to carry it forward to this day. I'd like to thank Ross Snyder for bringing his programming expertise to the Newgrounds portal, allowing people to instantly publish.
Es demasiado importante Newgrounds. Ya, yo estuve ahí. Llegué a estar como puesto número 2 o 4 con una animación mía. Duré como un día o 2. Pero estuve en el top.
Along the way, I had the good fortune of teaming up with John Baez and Dan Paladin to form the Behemoth, where I got to make console games like Alien Hominid and Castle.
Hay una figura de Tanky Man.
And it's been really rewarding.
Sí, está la figurita de Newgrounds ahí. No sé si tiene nombre.
With their games like The Binding of Isaac, Among Us, Rogue Legacy.
Binding of Isaac también salió de ahí.
Friday Night Funkin'.
Friday Night Funkin'. Salió de ahí también.
Including the death of Flash. And with that, I'd like to thank Mike Welsh and everyone who works on Ruffle. Ruffle is an open source Flash player that's bringing more and more Flash games back to the web. And over time, we risk losing a lot of games to history. So I think we should all thank.
Por eso me gusta esta premiación, aprendo cosas.
In general, increasingly.
Conozco al hombre que creó Newgrounds.
As important as making new games.
What?
As for me, I'm still making games, and I look forward to sharing Nightmare Cops with everyone when it's done.
Muy bien.
And for all of you,
Merecido.
Year after year on your own dream games, I see you, and good luck, and we'll all get there eventually. To wrap this up, thank you again for this award, and I'll see you on the internet.
Me parece.
Our next award is for Best Narrative. As a game writer myself, this category is... Oh my gosh, that's our publisher. Oh, I'm so sorry, I have to take this. Hello?
You, the writer.
¿Qué?
I'm glad you're free.
Es el publisher.
I was kind of in the middle of something, but...
Have you ever watched Titanic?
Quiero ser como él cuando crezca.
Wonderful. I've just watched it for the first time today. I feel like you should rewrite everything to be more like the movie Titanic.
You want me to rewrite the GDC awards so they're more like Titanic?
Yes, exactly. I'm glad we're on the same page.
It's just that I'm actually currently presenting the GDC awards, so it feels like it's a little late to be making that kind of like a fundamental change to our...
Right. I know you can do it. I'll check back in an hour.
Right. Well, I guess you'll work on that. Here are our nominees for Best Narrative.
Mejor narrativa. Yo también puedo usar un traje y camisa.
Best Narrative.
Voy a vestirme hace un día.
Kentucky Route Zero TV Edition.
Kentucky.
By Cardboard Computer. Published
No,
by
perdidísimo, no tengo idea cuál es este juego.
Ben Babbitt. Jake Elliott. Thomas Comenzi. Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Final Fantasy Remake. El mejor narrativa.
Shige Nojima. Hades. Developed by Supergiant Games.
Yo creo que Hades puede ganarse varios premios aquí.
The Last of Us Part 2.
Ah, bueno.
By Naughty Dog.
Esto puede estar muy interesante.
Sony Interactive Entertainment.
¿Le darán premios a Naughty Dog después de todos los escándalos del crunch? ¿Se lo darán? ¿Premiarán un juego con crunch? Esa es mi gran duda.
Sucker Punch Productions.
Quiero saber cómo ven los otros desarrolladores todo el escándalo del año pasado. ¿Lo tomarán como cierto? Porque salieron cosas horribles en la prensa el año pasado de las sofás. Y entre ellos pueden escuchar cosas y hacerse una idea si es verdad o no. Si lo premian es porque probablemente no es tan grave ya. De las sofás. Yo entiendo por esto que todo lo que dijeron el año pasado entonces en realidad no era tan grave o capaz que nunca fue. Pero ganó de las of Us parte 2. Felicitaciones al equipo de... pero no alcanzo a leer.
I thought I'd do an outfit change. Yeah. What do you think? With blazer or without blazer? You think you want to see without Blazer? Okay, hang on. I'll ditch it. Hang on. There. What do you think? Yeah? Better without. I think without Blazer. Yeah. Okay, we'll mix it up. We'll do without Blazer. Okay. Here we go. Games would be nothing without the beautiful soundscapes created by our incredibly talented audio departments. Plus, their soundproofing needs mean they always get the best and most private offices in the studio. And for that, the rest of us are immensely jealous. Here are the nominees for Best Audio.
El mejor audio. Ahora sí. No audience, audio.
Best Audio.
Hades.
Developed by Supergiant Games. Darren Ford.
No sé. The Last of Us o Ghost of Tsushima.
The Last of Us Part 2. Developed by Naughty Dog. Published by Sony Interactive.
¿Qué piensan ustedes?
The Naughty Dog Development Team. Doom Eternal. Developed by id Software. Published by Bethesda Softworks. Hugo Martin. Marty Stratton.
Doom Eternal.
Mick Gordon. Chad Mossholder. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Developed
No entiendo por qué
by
pusieron a Hades ahí. Es por el
Makoto
soundtrack, me imagino. No sé quién tendrá mejor superproducción. Creo que Ghost of Tsushima
Punch Productions. Published by
tiene
Sony
mayor
Interactive.
trabajo ahí en el Fully. ¿Se llama así? Fully. El sonido de la espada, caminar, el viento, qué sé yo. El mejor audio va para
The winner is
Hades. Debe tener un muy buen soundtrack entonces.
I want to say thank you
Va
so
con el
much to
perrito.
the Game Developers Choice Awards.
¿Tiene un perrito?
It is really incredible to be honored in a category with these incredible games. And this is Regis here, who helped bring Cerberus to life along with the dogs of several other team members. So I want to say thank you to all the team dogs for all the love and support on this project. And I want to say thank you to our incredible families for putting up with a lot of this work being done in our homes towards the end of the project. And I want to say thank you to my incredible team at Supergiant Games for being some of the most wonderful and talented people that I know. And it is really
¿Era importante sostener el perro mientras el discurso?
And to be able to call it my job. So thank you so much.
VR and AR games are more realistic than ever, completely disrupting our idea of what
Premiación para VR.
Hi, this is Jason Schreier calling from Bloomberg News.
Jason Schreier.
Hi?
Yeah, I'm just calling for comment on a story.
¿Por qué le invitan a él?
What kind of story?
So I've heard from two sources that this award show is a bit of a disaster.
Really? I mean, it's gone a little off the rails, but I don't think it's
Do you want
too,
to chat?
like...
I'd be happy to keep you anonymous.
I'm in the middle of hosting.
Yeah, I just think our readers deserve to know what's really happening here.
You know I can't talk to you. Oh my god, how do I turn this off?
They're calling this the anthem of award shows.
Ugh. Oh, god, can someone please call IT? What even just
Qué miedo.
happened? Anyways, here's our nominees for Best VR AR Game. Was that even real?
Tiene que ganar el de Valve. O sea, no hay otro juego
VR AR Game.
que haya tratado de empujar tanto eso.
The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners.
Ni siquiera sabía que existía, Dios.
Interactive.
Hay un juego de Walking Dead.
Mark Domwitz. Todd Adamson.
The Walking Dead VR. Saints and Sinners.
Developed by Pixel Reach. Eric Chahi.
What the heck? What? Paper Beast. Bestia de papel.
Dreams. Developed by Media Molecule. Published by Sony Interactive Entertainment.
Dreams.
Half-Life. Alex.
Yo creo que ese podría tener más repercusión.
Alex Team.
It's unloaded now. Oh, this is my fault. I never told you.
¿Qué piensa la gente?
Star Wars Squadrons, developed by
Oh, Star Wars.
Studios, published by Electronic Arts.
Cualquiera menos EA y no se merecen nada. Han tratado horrible a la gente.
And the winner is
Half-Life. No era difícil imaginarlo. Ah, mira, y la gente de Valve simplemente manda una foto con thank you. No va a haber nadie para discurso, qué sé yo. La foto nomás. Thank you, thank you, thank you. ¿Y la música? ¿Qué onda? Como que fuera una carta... No sé, como meter miedo a alguien. Qué forma más rara de dar las gracias. Eso fue todo. Premio por Meta Life Achievement, no sé cómo traducirlo. Por como carrera.
An amazing game maker and a superlative human being. Laurelyn has quietly been elevating the work of anyone with the good fortune to be your teammate over the last 3 decades. Her humility, talent, and perseverance are in such abundance that she has enough of each to share with everyone around her. After a couple of attempts at starting her own companies, she eventually joined another studio on the
No, Gabe, no.
and soon thereafter became the lead designer on Full Spectrum Warrior, where she and her team delivered a top-tier squad game in the vein of XCOM that delivered innovations in gameplay and user experience that garnered best of noms and player adulation on its release. Not content to rest on her successes, she moved over to Sony Online, where she became creative director of an ambitious MMO, Free Realms, aimed at bringing a whole new audience and generation of players to the game, as well as a new way of involving those players in their own storytelling. It's hard to overstate the accomplishments and success of Free Realms when it released in 2011. It was free to play via the web, player advancement was multifaceted and not solely dependent on combat, avatar customization was expansive, player self-expression and cooperative storytelling were at the center of its goals and its successes. It was wildly popular, reaching over 10 million players at its peak. We're still seeing reverberations from this title 10 years on throughout the MMO and free-to-play sectors. More recently, she landed as Chief Creative Officer at Skydance Interactive, where she explored and set the groundwork for
Le están dando un premio a una señora, pero no escuché bien cuál es su nombre.
The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners. Without the foundation Laura Lynn had laid, it would have been easy to let the technological and gameplay accomplishments of Saints and Sinners overshadow the humanity of the game. Throughout her career, Laura Lynn has challenged herself and her teammates and her craft at every opportunity, looking for ways to further storytelling and interactivity in that eclectic marriage that is game making. Modern game making is a collaborative effort, one that benefits from people who know how to bring out the best in everyone on the team, who always keep players in mind as we engage in our craft, and who never lose sight of the excitement that playing games can bring. I can't think of somebody who better embodies this and more deserves
Escucho muy bajo todo lo que
what
dice.
a game maker should be than Laura Lynn. Congratulations, Laura Lynn.
Laura.
I feel like saying thank you isn't nearly enough, especially considering the people who have gotten this award before me. And that thank you isn't just for the Game Developers Choice Committee, but for everyone I've ever worked alongside and everyone who's supported me over the years. I genuinely can't wrap my head around this honor. But in this moment, I also can't help thinking of my path to get here. As a young kid, I always thought attractions like Pirates of the Caribbean were magic, living, immersive stories. But then around 1980, I got this weird new game called Adventureland for my home computer. It was a text adventure, a living story that was actually interactive, where I could make choices and those choices mattered. Now that was magic. I immediately started making my own text adventure, a romance game where you were stranded on an island with a cute guy, because I was 16. But even then, I knew exactly what I was supposed to be doing with the rest of my life, making games. But how? So I did a bunch of other stuff, but then in 1993, everything changed when I played Myst. They'd made a living, breathing, interactive world, and now it looked real. I couldn't take it anymore. I taught myself 3D graphics, I improved my scripting, I made a demo, I sold it to Micropros, and started my own company. And then 2 years later, my very first game was canceled. My second game was canceled too, so welcome to game development. It's been almost 30 years since then, and 41 years since I first played Adventureland. And I still get up every morning a couple hours early, even if that means 6 a.m., so I have time to play games. And even now, after all this time, when I sit down to play Returnal or replay Prey or dive headfirst back into Mass Effect, it's still magic. So I'll leave you with one thought. We're all wizards, all of us, no matter how experienced we are, no matter what our role is or what kind of games we're building or who those games are for. We all make magic. But that magic comes from unexpected places. I never studied computer science or art in school, and the concept of game designer as a role didn't even exist back then. I was almost 30 when I started my career in games.
What?
In most companies at that time, I was one of 1 or 2 or maybe 3 women in the whole company, and almost always the only woman in a leadership role. So I know what it's like to be conspicuously different. And yet, here I am. We all have our own paths, our own ways to create magic for our players. And each one of those unique paths brings something special and new to the game and the team and the company. So my wish for all of us, individuals and the industry as a whole, is that we'll keep taking risks and we'll grow and we'll welcome fellow wizards of all types and all paths. There's something to learn from each of us. And in each of us, there's magic. So thank you again from the bottom of
Qué
my
lindo
heart.
mensaje. Y qué dura carrera. A los 30 años
And now for
empezó a hacer su primer
everyone's
juego.
favorite part of the awards ceremony.
¡Wow!
I'm sorry.
Ya antes lo había intentado, pero había fallado 2 veces, se lo habían cancelado.
No, I mean, I'm just confused. Like, video games are the biggest selling industry in the world. I
Es
mean,
heavy.
we bring in like 3 times what box office does in a year, over 7 times what music does. Why would we need to sell ad space during our awards ceremony? Like, where's all the money going? Right. Right. Okay, well, we're cutting that, and instead, this airspace is just going to be me smiling to camera and saying, unionize. And now, the award for the industry's biggest moneymaker, accounting for nearly half of all money brought in by video games, period.
¿Qué?
Best mobile game.
Ah. Ah.
Best mobile game.
No he entendido cómo.
The Pathless.
Los juegos para ganar más dinero.
By Giant Squid. Published by Annapurna Interactive. The
¿Verdad?
Giant
Este
Squid
juego.
Team.
El que decíamos que era como Zelda-like, pero que en realidad no tiene nada de Zelda.
Impact. Developed by
Genshin Impact.
Hayu Kai.
Un premio para las empresas que ganan mucho dinero.
Developed by Riot Games. Jeff Ju.
¿Cuál es este? Ah, el de carta. No, el TFT. ¿O no? ¿Qué es esto? No, el de carta. El de carta. Runeterra.
Alba, a wildlife adventure.
Qué chistoso cómo lo presentaron. Un cochino premio para las cochinas empresas que ganan dinero.
If Found. Developed by Dreamfield. Published by Annapurna Interactive. The Dreamfield Team.
No sé. Mejor juego celular. Genshin, porque está bien adaptado, supongo. Genshin. O sea, no sé si el juego es tan bueno, pero está tan bien optimizado en todas las plataformas que sí, denle el premio porque esa cosa corre hasta en un tarro muy antiguo.
As the CEO and producer of MiHoYo, it's absolutely thrilling to accept the best mobile game of GDC Awards for Genshin.
No te puedo creer que este es el creador de Genshin.
It was a crazy idea to bring the
Si aún no sale ni del colegio.
adventure experience to the mobile platform back in 2017. We made the launch of Genshin Impact in September last year and was surprised to see Genshin Impact has been well received by our fans globally. So here today, I'd like to share this award with every team member who has been working on hard enough on this project. And most importantly, a big thank you to our fans globally who believing in and supporting us. Without you, we cannot be here. Thank you.
Dicen aquí Fortnite. Fortnite es súper viejo, es como del 2017. Genshin salió en 2021. Pareciera que fuera más viejo, pero no. Salió en 2021. O sea, perdón, 2020.
been doing some thinking, okay? I've been in the industry about 20 years now, and I've just had my first daughter, okay? Starting to think that maybe women are people. Haven't gotten too far into it yet, but we should pivot to make the awards about a middle-aged man becoming a father and dealing with his own daddy issues. You're probably not the best fit for this, so you know what? I'm just going to set my status to away and pretend that I never saw that, okay? So since creative leadership is clearly having a moment, why don't we go ahead and take a look at the games that were objectively beautiful last year that we all loved? Oh my god, I'm gonna get fired.
Oh my god, creo que estoy despedida. ¿Qué?
Best Visual Art.
Ya.
Ghost of Tsushima. Developed by Sucker Punch Productions. Published by Sony
Más lindo visualmente. Yo iría por Hades. Cuídate, Mauro. Yo creo que Hades. Tiene más mérito premiar a Hades que cualquier otro juego grande AAA.
Published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. The Naughty Dog Development Team. Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Oh, olvídelo, Ori. Ori es demasiado lindo.
Published by Xbox Game Studios.
¿Verdad? Se me olvidó que Ori salió en 2021.
Daniel Van Leeuwen. Mikhail Rakhmatulin.
Sí, ese juego es muy lindo, muy lindo. Oh no, Cyberpunk.
CD Projekt Red. Published by
Quieren darle un premio a Cyberpunk por... Bueno, sí, visualmente estaba bien. Aparte de los bugs. Yo iría por Ori.
And the winner is...
Pero también va a salir Hades. Ghost of Tsushima. No sé. Tenía la oportunidad de premiar un indie.
Hey everyone, it is an absolute honor to win this award for the best visual art. You know, it takes an entire team of, super creative people at a studio, years of dedication and hard work.
Entonces esto, Moon Studios es de Microsoft o simplemente se ganaron la licencia para publicar el juego en Xbox. No estoy muy seguro si Moon Studios es de Microsoft.
So I want to thank all of our consultants and our teammates in Japan that helped us make this game and gave us feedback all over the the course of making this game over the last few years. And I just want to say thank you to our team, the character artists and environment artists, and the concept team, and the animators, and the visual development team, the lighting team, as well as the graphics engineers. Thank you so much for everything that you've done to make this game great. Thank you.
Igual es muy subjetivo lo de visualmente bonito.
Games would be nothing without the years of blood, sweat, and tears poured into their design and upgrade.
Eso suena como muy Jason Schreier.
Okay. Hi, I'm really sorry. I actually haven't had the opportunity to start reframing the show into Titanic yet, but...
Forget about that. Have you heard about a sitcom called Gen Xers?
No, I don't think so. Why?
The guy who made that sitcom...
¿Por qué el publisher es tan...
He solved it. He made a chart.
Cool.
We'll use this to plot out every intro for the ceremony.
Every
Bada.
intro? I mean, I'm sure the chart is great. It's probably just one of many tools in a writer's toolbox. Like, if someone had really cracked the code on storytelling, we would all be doing it, so...
Every other department, I can measure their progress on a grid. Ugh. Contractors. At least I don't have to pay you royalties, benefits, healthcare, really anything.
Okay. Well,
Cuídate, Neo. Descansa.
here are the nominees for Best Design.
Ah, no, nada que ver. Pensé que... A ver.
Best Design.
Cuídate, Neo.
Ghost of Tsushima. Developed by Sucker Punch Productions. Published by Sony Interactive
Always charge into
Entertainment.
battle with your hakama half tied.
The Last of Us Part 2. Developed by Naughty Dog.
Espera, ¿qué estamos viendo? ¿Qué parte de la premiación está? ¿Cuál es el nombre del premio?
Hades. Developed by Supergiant Games.
Ya.
Animal Crossing.
Ah, mejor juego del año.
Developed by Nintendo EPD.
Mira, qué sorpresa.
Published by Nintendo.
A Nintendo casi nunca lo quieren aquí.
EPD Team.
Solamente ha sido Metroid y Zelda Breath of the Wild lo que han ganado un premio.
Developed by
Mejor
Valve.
diseño.
The Half-Life Alyx Team.
Que son géneros muy distintos. ¿Cómo uno puede evaluar el diseño de un VR con un simulador social como Animal Crossing?
And the winner is
Hades. Bueno, dicen que Hades es muy adictivo por todo su diseño en el gameplay. Así que sí, podría ser.
Thank you for this Game Developer's Choice Award for Design. First, we want to thank the video game Rogue and all the roguelikes that came after it, which inspired us to see if we had something we could contribute here. We also want to thank our team, who elevates everything we do, our players in early access, who gave us invaluable feedback, and finally, our test maps. We spent a lot of time in our test maps trying to figure out what Hades would be, and when you're doing that, you have no idea that it's going to lead to something like this. So on behalf of Gavin, Greg, Eduardo, Alice, and myself, thank you so much.
Let's take a pause now and remember those coworkers, colleagues, and friends whom we lost over this last year. And
Ay,
remember
horror.
the ways in which they added to our industry.
Ahora van a recordar a todos los desarrolladores que murieron en 2020. Oh, el de Second Life. ¿Y Second Life sigue vivo? Oh, no, qué horror. El de Bethesda. Altman, no sé cuánto, ahí sale el nombre. Ya, él no lo recuerdo. Jenny Essen. El 2020 se llevó muy... No, sí, ya lo conozco. El de Monkey Island. Se llevó demasiada gente 2020. Qué asco, weón. Bull Hat. Sly Cooper, el de Crash también. Guild Wars, Infinite. Me tiene una barba de motoquero. Rick May. El que hacía la voz de Peppy. Él hacía la voz de Peppy en Star Fox. No solamente son desarrolladores, también son artistas o doblajistas de voz. Ay, se murió el actor de Peppy. Ese era también actor de doblaje de Three Houses, pero no me acuerdo cuál voz era él. Él era la voz de Chayanne, ¿no? De... ¿Cómo se llama? El de Cloud. Creo que era Cloud. El perrito de Fallout. También lo pusieron aquí, el perrito de Fallout.
I don't want to introduce the Innovation Award. No, I don't want to. Okay, fine. If it's so easy, then why don't you tell Naughty Dog they're not nominated for a whole category? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Fine. You know what? Fine. Here, nominees for the Innovation Award. So I'm gonna go.
Premio de la innovación.
Before the Sony snipers find me. Bye.
Premio de la innovación. Esto puede estar interesante. ¿Cómo se pueden tomar innovación en esto?
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Developed by Asobo Studios.
Yo creo que sí.
Published by Xbox Game Studios. Georg Newman.
El mapear el mundo entero.
Damian Kuzak. Dreams.
Ya no sé, de Dreams no sé nada.
Published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. Half-Life Alex.
También puede ser.
Valve. The Half-Life Alex team. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. Developed by
Innovaciones en Fall Guys.
Published by
Está difícil medir eso, ¿no? Porque sí, un Battle Royale Party Game, pero que luego al mes como que medio murió. Hades en innovación. O sea, ¿quién de todo esto habrá innovado más? Yo creo que Hades perfeccionó un poquito la fórmula del género. Pero innovación. No sé. Dreams. Mira.
On behalf of Media Molecule, I'm very glad to accept this Innovation Award. I'd like to thank our friends and family at Sony for supporting us along this journey. And as always, it's the community that I have the most thanks to. In many ways, the success of our innovation.
Sí, lo juega harta gente, pero innovar.
Innovation of our community.
Me cuesta verlo.
Brings us joy every day to see the things that they're making. Thank you.
Now, any Game Awards ceremony wouldn't be complete without a deeply awkward celebrity cameo. And for this year's GDC Awards, have we got a surprise for you. So please, help
Sorpresa.
me in welcoming... What do you mean we don't have Mercer? Well, what are we supposed to do? He's the only voice actor anyone recognizes. I don't know what we're supposed to... Okay, fine. You know what? Fine. Everyone, please help me welcome my producer, Leslie, to the stage.
What?
Huh?
Why am I on camera?
You're now our celebrity guest. Say hi to the crowd.
Hi. Listen, we're way off the timeline here, and unless we do some serious triage, we're not going to be able to end the show in time.
Did you make a Jira for that?
Producers do more than make Jiras. Nothing would ship without producers.
I'm sorry. Are you saying that without producers, game writers would just throw down a bunch of random shit that is completely unmakeable in engine and just assume that's going to end up on screen because we have a god complex?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Whatever. I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyways, here's 14 unicorns swimming through an ocean of golden flower petals to announce our game of the year.
El juego del año.
What?
¿Qué? El juego del año.
Game of the Year.
Game of the Year.
Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Me encantaría que fuera el juego del año.
Nintendo EPD. Published
Pero no
by
sé.
Nintendo.
Yo creo que se lo lleva
The
Hades.
Nintendo EPD team.
Muy difícil que le diera con Nintendo. Aunque han premiado a Sony y a Microsoft aquí, ¿eh? Pero está el tema como muy japonés. Rara vez el premio a un japonés aquí, no lo veo.
The Last of Us Part 2.
The Last of Part 2.
Developed by
The Last of Us
Naughty Dog.
Parte 2.
Published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. The Naughty Dog development team.
Oh.
I really hope you make it.
Developed by Valve. The Half-Life Alex team.
You will not save him.
They're gonna find out what he knows, and then they're gonna kill him.
O sea, puede ganarlo The Last of Us parte 2, pero no sé. Hades me parece que lo van a premiar. Porque es como el indie que le hace el peso al resto. Y por lo general aquí premian a los indies. Le da lo mismo si es AAA o no. Yo creo que va a ganar Hades. Y si gana The Last of Us parte 2, como que tiraría por tierra toda la cosa del crunch. Que tampoco sé cómo se lo tomen ellos.
Ghost of Tsushima. Developed by Sucker Punch.
Ah, bueno, también puede ser este Ghost of Tsushima. También puede ser. Creo que en Hades o este.
Now send them to their ancestors. Do you deserve death? I hope not, my lord. Then you're safe. I can't let more of our people die.
And the winner is
Hades. Sí, Hades. Ya le dieron su premio a Genshin, Seo. Te lo perdiste.
Thank you very much for the Game
Whoa.
Developers Choice Award for Game of the Year.
Super pixelada la cámara.
Most of the core team that worked on Hades. In 2012, we were really lucky to earn Best Debut with our first game, Bastion, at the Game Developers Choice Awards. And all of us who worked on that game are still working here together today on all our projects. And I don't think we ever thought we'd be back here again, much less in the company of last year's most beloved video games. On behalf of our whole team and all the vital and new voices we've added,
Tremenda pantalla, Dios.
what it was, we are
No
just
le dolerá el
really
cuello.
grateful that people liked Hades so much. It was a privilege to work on it and to make it at all. We want to thank our audience for all our previous games who encouraged us, and
Sí, yo lo veía
also to
venir.
the fans of Hades in our early access, who gave us
Acuérdate que esto
feedback
lo
that was
premian los
really
desarrolladores
critical,
para
to
desarrolladores.
helping finish Hades out. Thank you to our partners and the platforms who helped Hades find an audience, and to our families who
El año
love
pasado
and
también lo
support
hicieron.
us. It feels
El
really,
ganso
really,
juego barrió con todo el mundo.
proud with a huge honor like this one.
O fue el antepasado.
Thank you.
Creo que fue el año pasado.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bien, bien.
Thanks for joining us, everybody, and a huge thanks to Katie, Blair, Leslie, Jason, Sandesh, the jury,
Estoy feliz y
and
enojado.
everyone who worked so hard on these awards. So if you haven't clicked that X yet, please hire me to write your game, because I am afraid that I'm going to be blacklisted in the industry after this. So, someone, please.
¿Qué?
Okay, bye.
Oh, bajaron mucho la calidad en la producción, los chistes y todo. Yo intento que estos sean eventos como que la gente lo pueda ver y informarse y que les guste. Bueno, básicamente los juegos indie, qué sé yo. Pero está muy precario este año, ¿no? Nada que decir. Muy, muy precario la presentación. Pero aún así, este es un esfuerzo que hago yo con el canal. Este stream yo creo que no lo voy a dejar visible. Lo voy a dejar en no visto, ¿cómo se dice? Unlisted. No listado. Porque si no me hunde la estadística del canal. Tengo que crearme un canal de directo y de gameplay para poder transmitir sin que me destruya YouTube. No sé si dejar esto ahí visible o no visible. 105 personas, igual es un número no menor. Pero no sé cuánta gente valore estas transmisiones. Me encanta hacerlas, pero no sé. Siento que me hunden un poquito cada día. El ganador fue WoW. ¿Cuál WoW? ¿Qué? Ya. Vamos ahora al morado. Vamos al morado. Voy a ir al morado a jugar Genshin probablemente. Tengo el notebook ahí esperándome. Voy a dejarlo en lo listado. Sí, yo creo que voy a hacer eso. Si no me va a hundir el canal, pero horriblemente. Ya. Gente, muchas gracias por estar aquí. Gracias por la transmisión. Espero les haya encantado. Y vamos por Genshin en el morado. Voy a cambiarme a mi otro notebook, que me dio muchos problemas, pero voy a insistir con él porque tengo que hacer que funcione esa porquería. Así que nada. Feliz Game Developer Choice Awards de 2021 para todos. Espero haber construido un poquito mi granito de arena para que conocieran más juegos indie y lo que sucede en la industria. Aunque tengo que reconocer que este año estuvo bien sosa la presentación. O sea, la del año pasado era fome, pero fue muy rápida. Fue muy rápida. Esta fue sosa y lenta. O sea, dentro de lo breve que fue las presentaciones, igual fue... Los chistes los tiraron mucho. Mucho, mucho, mucho. Y ahora sí. Cuídense. Nos vemos en el morado. Adiós, adiós, adiós.